Right, so welcome everyone to the second of 7 games between the Comets Cricket Club and the Virginia Warriors Cricket Club here at Oakmar Rec Center. Comets, they won the toss, decided to bat first, and you can see both their openers out there, Faisal Khan and Rosi Islam, both very experienced players. Opening the bowling will be Gautam. And we're just about to get started here at Oakmar Rec Center. Shout out to our sponsors and patrons: Icon Reality, AI Building Solutions, Anis Driving School, Fairway Supermarket, Deluxe Fashion Mart, and GTS Executive Sedan. Thank you for supporting cricket here in the DMV area. But back to the game. Comets winning the toss, deciding to bat first in this 20-over game here. They won the first one quite comprehensively. Virginia Warriors, a good side that want to bounce back here. It is a 7-game series, so they've got quite the time. Alright, so Gautam just measuring his run up there. And he'll be bowling to Faisal first up, the captain. Oh, that's a good ball to start there. Virginia Warriors in search of a wicket. That one called a no ball. And chance of a run out. Oh no, maybe if he's hit it there. Run out, no. Umpire says not out. That was a huge appeal. Virginia Warriors really need a wicket here. That was a no ball because of height. May just have slipped out of Balpreet's hand. And so that'll mean a free hit. And with Rosi taking that single, it'll be Faisal to face that free hit. Now for the free delivery. Oh, swing and a miss there outside off. Oh, Comets Faisal may just have feel he missed out on that one. It was a free hit. And with just the 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. And Virginia Warriors, they've got a man out there, deep covers. This time another full toss, a slower ball. Oh, that's missed the stump. Oh, that one came back in. Some late swing there. And it just about misses the off stump. Balpreet Singh, he's built some good deliveries till now. This time full toss, outside off. He's the man there, deep covers. Yeah, besides that no ball, His delivery's outside of them and coming in with that late swing. Maybe the angle that he brings. But he is making it tough for the Comets batsman. Oh, this time a full toss, down leg. Called wide by the umpire, so the ball is dipping. I've seen that on quite a few occasions in this over. Six runs coming off the first 4 balls. This time a full toss on a couple of bounces to the man out in the deep. So Balpreet, he's bowled a few full tosses in this over, and I think that's because he's trying to go for that Yorker, trying to go for that late swinging Yorker, not getting his length right. This time just hit the mid-off. Chance! Nah, he'll make it in the end. He'll make it quite comfortably there. So that'll be the end of 5 overs in after 5. Comets Cricket Club are 37 for no loss. Now Gurveer, the new bowler, introduced. Just a hold up in play there, as the regular keeper for Virginia Warriors gets ready. Oh, this time outside off, called a wide by the umpire. Gurveer not starting off well. That time it down the ground. It's gonna go over mid-on. And that'll run away for 4. So Faisal Khan gets another boundary, and Comets, they are off to a really good start here. Last over for the power play. Last over with the field restrictions. Just 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. And the Comets batsman Faisal Khan, Rosi Islam, looking to make full use of that. 5 balls still remaining in the power play. And Virginia Warriors, they were a bit short on fielders as their players come in after playing another game before this. That time a bit of an appeal there. But yeah, as the players now come in, they'll just come on to the field here. Just saw on that previous delivery. The 2 fielders out in the deep. There's a long on in place after that boundary, and then you've still got that man out there, deep covers, who stopped quite a few. This time another wide. So extra something we're seeing here now. from the Virginia Warriors. They bowled quite a few, trying to keep the ball outside off, trying to keep it out of the hitting zone. And they've ended up bowling a few wides. Now coming in this time, doesn't get off the middle, will roll over the covers. So just a single taken there by Faisal. First 3 balls, 7 runs already coming off of it. Sun also starting to set here. This time that's been cut away, and it's gonna go a couple of bounces into the boundary for 4. So there's the boundary there, and this Gurveer over turning out to be pretty expensive. Already 11 runs coming from it. Comets Cricket Club 48 for no loss. Racing away, Rossi on 22 of 19, and Faisal a run a ball 20. So 2 balls remaining in this over. This time on the stumps, that's better bowling. Just a single taken, 49. Comets are on now. 1 ball remaining in the power play. 1 ball with those field restrictions. Final ball of the power play, that's gone up in the air as a fielder. And the catch is taken, so there's the first wicket. Faisal has to go. And a much needed wicket for Virginia Warriors, because Comets Cricket Club, this partnership, it was looking really good. 49 run opening stand there, broken by Gurveer. An expensive over, 12 runs from it, but he's gotten a wicket in the end. And at the end of the power play, after 6 overs, Comets Cricket Club 49 for 1. Talal Zia now, the new batsman. Played for the DC Hawks last year in minor league cricket. And it'll be Rossi on strike, because that wicket fell on the last ball of the previous over. Which means that Talal Zia will find himself at the non-strikers end. Balpreet continuing his first over, went for 7. That one just guided wide, a third man running away. The man in the deep will cut it off. Because now we are no longer in the power play, meaning more fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. And Virginia Warriors, they've made use of that. They've got a deep covers. Now deep backward point comes in inside the circle to point. Long off, long on in place. Yeah, and they've pulled deep backward point in, and they've sent short third man back to deep third man. So you've got a deep third man, a deep covers, and a long off on the offside. And on the onside, you've got a long on and a cow corner, deep mid wicketish position there. Running into Rossi, that one guided the point. And just a single taken. Now that'll bring Talal Zia on strike to face his first delivery. Now just moving deep third man a bit wider. This could be interesting there. We've seen quite a few deliveries go into that region, especially in the last game. The Comets batsmen, they were guiding a lot of deliveries down to third man, that deep third man. This time, straying down the leg side, called wide by the umpire. Talal Zia trying to flick it, because there isn't anyone there deep fine leg. It's more of a deep backward square, not a deep, but a regular backward square leg. But between that fielder and the wicketkeeper, no one there, so the flick is on. This time left alone, outside off. Zia respecting those good deliveries. And Balpreet, the 4 runs that have come off this over till now, of these first 3 deliveries. Now running in, this time up in the air. And he stopped that well. This is good bowling, this time angling it back into the pads. That's just going to be defended. They'll sneak through for a single. And that'll get Talal Zia off the mark. So 5 runs have come off this over till now. Running in now for his final delivery. This time a swing and a miss outside off from Rossi. And that'll end off what was a good over from Balpreet. And after 7 overs, Comets Cricket Club 54 for 1. Now Talal Zia on strike, it'll be Gurveer continuing, got a wicket and conceded 12 in his first. That'll just go a bit wide of long off with single. Now Rossi on strike this time, trying to get a big hit, doesn't get the elevation though, just the single. So the run rate has slowed down for the for the Comets Cricket Club. Virginia Warriors, after that wicket, after that power play, with more fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle, with the wicket have fallen. Comets not taking those risks. Virginia Warriors getting back into this game. That'll just be it to the man out in the deep wide of that field, actually. Deep covers for the 2. So just keeping this scoreboarding to Lalzia, Rosi Islam. Making sure that a lot of dot balls don't happen. And now just the single taken. So this is good batting. Sensible batting. They're going at a good run rate, 7.7 and over. And now all they need is just to take those singles and twos for now. If they've got wickets in hand, then these death overs coming up in a bit could be really big here for the Comets. And that'll be their main objective this time. Guide it out to deep third man. And just a single taken. This time, just defended right back. And that'll be the end of Gurveer's second over. Just the 6 runs coming from it. And after 8, Comets Cricket Club are 60 for 1. Now a new bowler, Govind, coming in this time. That's been hooked away onto the leg side. And that'll be 4 runs. So Govind greeted into the attack with a boundary. Just coming from another game is Govind. Now comes into this one and straight away Rosi Islam pulls him away to the boundary. Govind, an under 19 player here, a young player. This time short outside off. There are the 2 fielders out in the deep. Coming back for the second chance of a run out now. This is good running here. Rosi Islam to Lalzia. Start with Faisal Khan as well, who opened the batting. Now Govind. This time short once again. It's been cut away. No, that'll be 4 runs. Misfield out in the deep. And that's gonna be 4. Oh, that one bounced just in front of the fielder there. There was a chance he could have gone for the catch. Decided to stay back, which meant that he'd probably stop the boundary, but a bit of extra bounce there. He was right at the boundary, a bit of extra bounce, and that one just went right by him. So Govind now under some pressure. This time, cut away, just the single. So Rosi getting 10 runs off the first 3 deliveries. Now getting off strike, that's 11 runs coming from this over till now, bringing Talal Zia on strike. who's on 5 off 7 at the moment. And no one there inside the 30-yard circle from third man to extra cover. And that will mean those singles taken. There are a lot of singles on offer that entire region. Point covers. And with the shortish bowling, Govins going with outside off stump. Just have to find that gap, a big gap. And they'll get singles because there's the man out in the deep. The only fielder there in that region. And that'll be the end of Govins over as well. A bit expensive 13 coming from it, but after 9. Comets Cricket Club are 73 for 1. This time, Darossi Islam now just above the bowler's head will be the single with the man there at long off. Umair Khan continuing, coming into the attack rather. His third over, his first 2 went for 19. Which he bowled when opening the bowling. Now coming back into the attack with Virginia Warriors in search of a wicket here. They've only gotten 1 in the first 9 overs. This time, pulled away. The man in the deep will get it off. It's the 5 fielders for the Virginia Warriors outside the 30-yard circle. That man there, deep mid-wicket, who just cut that delivery off. A long on, long off. Deep covers. And then a deep backward point as well. That'll just be worked away to deep covers. So a lot of singles on offer here. A defensive field from the Virginia Warriors because they've only gotten that 1 wicket till now. This time a big shot. Up in the air. Long on. Oh no, that'll be 4. 1 bounce into the boundary. And Rossi Islam on that occasion moves on to 46. With that boundary. 46 from 29. Just 1 hit away now from his 50. And there's 1 ball left in this Umair over. 8 runs coming from it here in the first 5 deliveries of Umair's third. And that's just going to be defended there for the single. Rossi wants a second. No, he won't get it. And so he takes the single, retains strike for the next over. And after 10 at the halfway mark, Comets Cricket Club are 83 or 82 for 1. Now running in DeRossi there. That's a good Yorker. First up. And Balpreet, the bowler, coming into the attack. His first 2 overs were good ones for 12 runs. Now a dot to start this one off. Rossi on 47. 1 hit from 50. And that'll be another dot ball. Once again getting his Yorker right. That mid-wicket there inside the 30-yard circle. So 2 dots to start this over off. So Rossi Islam 47 off 32, Talalzia 8 off 10. Faisal, who's the other opener, the captain of the side as well. He made 20 odd. That one's gone up in the air. Field underneath it. And the catch is taken. So there's the wicket. Rossi Islam falls 3 short of his 50. Balpreet gets a very well-deserved wicket. And the Comets have lost their second now, 82 for 2. So a wicket falling. Balpreet Singh, he bowled well. 2 excellent Yorkers. And Rossi now trying to get some runs, trying to clear the boundary. But he finds the man there. Extra covers. Now the batsman did cross. That'll mean Talalzia will be on strike. Facing Balpreet, who's bowled really well till now. Those 2 Yorkers, then the change up. This time just guides it down.
Oh wow. That's interesting.
Will just be the single. Shoaib side, the new batsman out in the middle. Did really well in the last game. Chasing Comets in that game. And he was there till the end. Making sure Comets got a win in that first game. This time appeal. That one's gonna go down like it seemed. And the ball also runs away down the leg side for 4 runs. So a boundary there. Leg bar is called by the umpire. So 5 runs and a wicket till now. It's been a good over. Can he finish it off well? Balpreet, this final delivery. And that's a bit of an under edge there. And that'll be the end of the 11th. Comets, after 11, are 87 for 2. So both the openers gone. And those are the only 2 wickets to fall here in the first 11 overs. Comets, they're off to a good start. A bit of a hold up as there's going to be a change in keepers. It was Sean Matthews keeping till now. But it's going to be changed. So it's going to be Govind Mohammedas. And he runs onto the field with all of his gear. He'll be the new keeper, replacing Sean. Both under 19 players. And then you've got Aditya Bhadarwaj coming into the attack, another U19 here. So quite the young players on this team, on this Virginia Warriors team. Now, Aditya Bhadarwaj into the attack. It'll be Govind behind the stumps. Sean, I'm sure we'll see him bowl in a couple of overs' time. Maybe towards the death overs. A couple of changes in the field. Fine leg's been moved to a third man. So there's a third man inside the circle. You've got a gully as well. This is interesting. Bhadarwaj, a spinner. And that's a good delivery there. First up, just defended right back from Talal Zia. This time, that's been pulled away. Man out in the deep will cut it off. So, the single taken. And that'll bring Shoaib Syed on strike. Who is yet to get off the mark. 0 off 2 he's on. That's gone up in the air. Chrysler catch it. And a fielder there from mid-wicket won't get there. It was quite to his right. Going back over him as well. But with that single, Shoaib Syed will get off strike and off the mark. So 2 runs till now for Bhadarwaj's first 3 deliveries. 3 more he's got left this time. That's a very good delivery. Unable to read the spin on that occasion, Talal Zia. Bhadarwaj, he's been bowling really well. Now on the leg side, just the 1 man inside the 30-yard circle, which is the mid-wicket you've got. This time flights it up. Just defended right back here. Bhadarwaj, this is excellent bowling from him. Just the 3 runs off the first 5 deliveries. An under 19 player here who's played a lot of cricket in the DMV area. This time guided over to third man, and that'll finish off. Bhadarwaj is first, goes for 3, and after 12 overs, Comets Cricket Club 90 for 2. This time keeps it outside off, just left alone there by the batsman. It's Manish into the attack. So changes from both ends. New bowlers coming in. This time an outside edge there. Will just be the single. Or a dot actually. The batsman deciding against that single. Shoaib Saidi wanted it. Talal Zia though did not. And now they've got to slip in. It's going to be the captain himself, Siva. He's taken a couple of catches already. Now putting himself at slip this time. That's going to go all the way, is it? Yes, it is. Make all the changes in the field you want. But Talal Zia is just going to hit it over all of them. An excellent shot that. Now Manish, what's he got? This time that's gone up in the air again. Man out in the deep. And the catch is taken. So 6 and out for Talal Zia. And Manish there, he'll breathe a sigh of relief. Wouldn't have been too happy after that 6. But now with that wicket, the bowler always has the last laugh. And on that occasion, Zia holding out to the man in the deep. That cow corner position as Comets, they've lost their third. 96 for 3 now in the 13th over. Trying to play a similar shot with Zia as he did for that delivery, which went for 6 this time. The ball, I think it was a bit more fuller than that last one. Didn't bounce as much either. And so not able to get a good connection. Sunset even more, the lights starting to take effect here on the ground. And it's Ehsan who has come out to bat. He's also scored a lot of runs for the Comets Cricket Club. The second highest run scorer, if I'm not wrong. And he'll be at the non-striker's end because the batsman did cross. So Shoaib Said on strike. Now facing the final ball of Manish's over. Oh, this time that's missed everyone. Misses the batsman, the keeper as well, and it runs away to the boundary for 4. So a boundary there to finish off 10 runs and a wicket coming from that over. After 13, Comets Cricket Club, 100 for no loss, brings up their 100, or 100 for 3 actually. So they've brought up that 100 with that boundary, 4 byes it'll be called. 100 for 3 now in 13 overs. Now we'll see Ehsan on strike. That one just flied it up there, right back to the bowler. Ehsan, he can hit the ball a long way. This time he goes over the covers region. He's the man out there. Oh, a misfield. A misfield. We've seen that out in the deep there. This time costing yet another boundary. Bharadwaj off his bowling. Ehsan getting off the mark with a boundary. Now that fielder, it seems, has been moved. So now there's just a deep covers, a deep extra cover more so, in place. No one deep on the left side of that deep extra cover. No one there from the keeper to that deep extra cover on the offside out in the deep. So that's interesting. A very leg side heavy field they've got. A deep mid wicket, a cow corner, a long on, long off, and a deep cover. So that bowling in, that hitting in front. There this time, chance of a run out. No. So 6 runs coming from this over till now. Bharadwaj this time just guided there to the man inside the 30-yard circle, the third man. So not too bad of an over, just a 6 runs from it till now. 1 ball still to go. And it'll be a single to finish off. So 7 runs coming from that over at 14th over, and after 14, Comets Cricket Club 108 for 3. It'll be Manish to continue. Same fielders there, out in the deep. And he'll be bowling to Ehsan. Slip in place as well. This time, premeditated there. They want the second. They'll get it quite comfortably in the end. So interesting field here. There was no one between mid-wicket and the keeper. And yeah, now they've taken that slip off, moved it to more of a fine leg. Seva, the captain, moves himself. The slip was put in place because it was, I think, Talal Zia, who's now out, but he edged the ball right through that region. So they put a slip in place. Now for that shot, they've got a fine leg. So some cat and mouse we're seeing being played from Virginia Warriors. This time, a bit of an edge. Oh no, byes called by the umpire actually. And the single taken. That'll bring Shoaib Syed on strike. 2 runs from 6 balls for him. His partner Ehsan at the other end, 8 off 10. This time, missing the bat there. Manishi's been bowling well. Gotten a wicket as well. That'll just be defended. So this has been good bowling from the spinners, Manish and Aditya Bharadwaj there, who came in from the other end, slowing the run rate down. And that's to the man out in the deep. That deep cover's there, just worked away to him for the single. And that'll be the end of the over, just the 4 runs coming from it. And Comets Cricket Club now 112 for 3. That'll be Bhadraj continuing his first 2-1 for 10. Now making a decision there. Does he want the fine leg? Does he want the covers? He's opted with the fine leg. Still is the man there at covers, just out in the deep. There's a deep extra cover. And he's opted for the fine leg fielder. Ehsan now on strike. Down the track, and that's gone up in the air, fielders. And the catch is taken as it, yes, so the wicket falls. Ehsan has to go. That's a big wicket there. Aditya Bhadraj striking. And the 4th one down now for the Comets, 113 for 4 in the 16th over. They started off really well. The openers putting up a 49-run partnership. But after that, Virginia Warriors, they have fought back well here in the middle overs. Comets Cricket Club still going at 7.37. 6 wickets in hand. So the platform, you'd feel, has been set for these death overs. But with that wicket, you've now got a new batsman at the crease. And then Shoaib Syed, fairly new. He's faced 10 deliveries, scored 4 runs. But the spinners, they've done well. Bhadraj into his 3rd, 1 for 11 from the other end. Manish, he was also excellent, got a wicket as well. Works that away to the man in the deep for the single. It's Wahab side now, the new batsman. That was Shoaib side, because the 2 batsmen had crossed. So then he took the single, bringing Wahab side on strike. It was these 2 who played so well in the last game, a match-winning partnership. Wahab side, Shoaib side. A low-scoring game, but these 2 for the Comets made sure that their side got over the line. A right-left combination. And that's just a single taken there. So Wahab side now off strike, off the mark, more importantly. 114 for 4. Doesn't have too much time to settle in. So we're midway through the 16th over. So he's got an over or so, not much more than that. There's Wahab side, Shoaib side. These also start. He also needs to get going now. This time, just a bit of an underage. A very good over till now from Bhadraj. Just the 3 runs and the wicket from it. Of the first 5 deliveries, 1 ball still remaining. Can he finish the over off well? To Shoaib side. Outside off. And that'll be the end of the over. Just the 3 runs And the wicket coming from it. Third over for Aditya Bhadrawaj's. And after 16, Comets Cricket Club 115 for 4. There's some changes being made in the field here as we move into the final 4 overs, the back 4, the death overs. It'll be a Wahab side on strike. Just faced the one ball. On which he got a single. Now Hema into the attack. This time a cutaway straight to the fielder though. And a dot ball to start off the 17th over. This time something unorthodox, a scoop shot, and it's going to be a couple of bounces into the boundary for 4. So a boundary now for Wahab's side. Trying something unorthodox, premeditated from him. Moved on to the offside and just scoops it over. That man there at fine leg inside the circle, so that shot was on. And there was a deep backward point. Couldn't get there though. Too wide, and now he's moved a bit more towards where that shot was. And now they've actually decided to move fine leg back, have they? Yes, they have. So now a deep point and a deep fine leg. No one inside the 30-yard circle on the leg side. 4 fielders inside the 30-yard circle on the offside. So a clear plan here. Bowling it wide outside the off stump. We've still got a long off on the offside, and on the leg side 4 fielders out in the deep. Long on cow corner, deep square leg and deep fine leg. This time right back over the bowler, that is. And they want the second. They'll get it quite comfortably in the end there. Good running between these two. So 6 runs till after the first 4 deliveries of this hammer over. And that was in the air for quite a while. No one inside the 30-yard circle on the leg side. It's going to be the keeper chasing after it. Man from deep square leg also runs in. This time a swing and a miss there outside off, flighting that delivery. And that'll be the end of the over as well. 8 runs coming from it after 17. Comets Cricket Club 123 for 4. So 18 deliveries remaining now. Comets Cricket Club, they'll definitely be thinking with 6 wickets in hand, they should be able to get 150 plus. 18 deliveries, 27 runs will get them to 150. So 150 plus, definitely something which Comets will be aiming for. Anything below that, Virginia Warriors think they've done really well. Manish continuing, so it's going to be spin late here in the death overs. This time opens up just the single. Trying to go for that big shot. Doesn't get the elevation though. That'll bring a Wahab side on strike. Now the fine legs come inside the 30-yard circle. Didn't see that in the last over. We saw that fine leg being pushed back. That'll just be the single there. So now a Shoaib side on strike. I think singles, Virginia Warriors, they won't mind that, especially in the death overs. Comets looking to get the ball away to the boundary. This time driven through the covers. And they want the second. They'll get it quite comfortably in the end. Not the best of throws from out in the deep. This time, it's short there, outside off. Batsman just leaving it alone. Shoaib side, that's very interesting. Was a bit frustrated at himself as well. Could have cut that away. That one's gone up in the air. Man out in the deep. It's going to fall in no man's land. And they're going to come back for the second. So for Shoaib side, there's no deep point. There's a point and a third man, both inside the circle. Outside on the offside, you've got a deep covers and a long off. This time, though, a long on. Straight back over his batting partner's head. And that'll be the end of a good over. There's just 7 runs coming from it now. Coming into the final 2 overs after 18. Comets Cricket Club 130 for 4. So now 2 more overs remaining, 12 deliveries, 150 is 20 runs away, 10 and over for these last 2, and Comets will get to that 150 mark, which I think they'll be aiming for. It's been some good bowling from Virginia Warriors till now. This time, some foot skills there to stop it. They want the second. Get it quite comfortably in the end. Not the best of efforts to limit that just to the single. So the second taken. Umair Khan. His first 3 went for 28 this time. Was in the air on the bounce to the man there. At mid-wicket, the single taken, bringing the left-handed Wahab side on strike now. 3 runs have come off the first 2 deliveries. 4 balls still remaining. Umair hasn't gotten a wicket today. This is his final over. This time that's been chipped and it's gonna go over the infield. That'll be 4 runs. Gets some bat on it, gets the elevation, and the speed of a mare does the rest. That'll be 4 runs. So 7 runs now already coming off the first 3 deliveries of this over. That one wide outside off stump. Doesn't get that wide yorker right exactly. And Wahab side making use. This time, just a single. Yeah, an overthrow actually, so they're gonna get the second. Fielding hasn't been the greatest today from the Virginia Warriors. We saw a couple of misfields out in the deep which went to the boundary. A drop catch as well early in the innings. And then that overthrow. Every single run matters. Virginia Warriors, though, they've conceded a few unnecessary ones. So 9 runs coming from this over till now. 1 ball still remaining. 139 Comets are at the moment. Last ball from a mare. And the batsman just ducking under that one. So a dot ball there to finish off. And after 19 overs, Comets Cricket Club 139 for 4 now with 1 over remaining. So 1 over remaining, 11 runs away from 150 at the Comets Cricket Club. That target they'd like to get to here, batting first. The lights now taking full effect as the sun has completely set. Balpreet to bowl the final over. His first 3 were excellent. 1 for 13. And now here's a final over. The final over of the innings. Comets Cricket Club going in excess of 7 and over at the moment. This time wide there outside the off stump. Called the wide by the umpire as well. Moves the Comet score up to 140. Ten runs now from that 150. It's Shoaib side on strike. 14 off 20 he's batting on. Balpreet running in. This time a swing and a miss there uphill. Chance of a run out. Oh, no, he misses there. They want the overthrow. No one backing up. They won't get it in the end. So fielding hasn't been the greatest on that occasion. No harm done. But you'd want someone backing up. Either the man at mid-wicket square leggish position for the right-hander, or the fielder there at long on. Now it's the left-hander. And for the left-hander, changes being made in the field here. Got right-left combination. The field has to adjust. The bowler has to adjust. The 4 fielders on the leg side. 5 on the off side. This time it down the ground. To that man, that long off. Chance of a run out. And they'll get that in the end, will they? No. He's made his ground. That is excellent running. That is very well ran there between these two. Wahab side and Shoaib side there on that occasion, running towards the danger end. Balpreeti's gone for 4 runs off the first 2 deliveries. This time through the offside, a thickish edge on it. Man at deep third will cut it off, so just a single taken. Now 3 balls left in this innings. That's a good Yorker there. Short mid-wicket, can't cut it off. He's the man out there, deep mid-wicket. And the batsman will come back for the second. So 2 balls remaining now in this over, in this innings. 146 for 4 Comets have gotten to. This time it down the ground, long off. Oh no, he spills the catch. May have just lost that under lights there. Misjudged it. Oh, chance. Overthrow, run out. Everything happening on that delivery there. I think that in the end, I think they've gotten the third. Yeah, they get the 3 in the end. Now the final ball of the innings. This time trying for the scoop, misses it. And they'll get through for the single. So the 150 now. Up for the Comets off the last ball of the innings after 20 overs. Welcome back everyone to the second half of this game between the Comets Cricket Club and the Virginia Warriors Cricket Club. Comets, after winning the toss, they need 150 in their 20 overs. So now the Virginia Warriors need 151 to win in their quota of 20 overs. So this should be an exciting game, a very interesting chase. And just before we get to that, as the players are just warming up there on the field, getting ready for the second innings, just a shout out to our sponsors and patrons: Icon Realty, AI Building Solutions, Anise Driving School, Fairway Supermarket, Deluxe Fashion Mart, and GTS Executive Sedan. Thank you very much for sponsoring cricket here in the DC metro area. Now back to this game. Virginia Warriors 151 they need to win, and their two openers out in the middle, Govind and Sean. Govind Mohammedas, Sean Matthews, two young players, under 19 players, opening the batting here for the Virginia Warriors. They are a young team overall. Opening the bowling will be a Wahab Syed. So it's going to be spin to open the attack. A slip in place. Here we go. First ball. This time cut away. He finds the gap. And that's going to run away to the boundary for four. Is it? No. Stops just before the boundary. And the batsmen, they want another run. Run out chance. Oh, I think a better throw would have been close. So action there off the first ball. And now the slip is taken off straight away. Another fielder put there on the offside. So trying to build that pressure. First up, but a bit of an attacking approach now from Govind, who is on strike. Takes the Comets by surprise. So 3 runs off that first ball. That's going to be Sean on strike. A wide to start off against him. This time just fishing there outside off, not getting bad on it on that occasion. Both these batsmen young, talented players here in the DMV area this time. Sean will get off the mark there with that single. Yeah, Govind was interested in the second. They won't get it though. This time the single taken there just wide of mid-off. 2 fielders allowed in the deep in the power play. And for the Comets, that's going to be a long on and a cow corner. That one just defended right back to the bowler. 1 ball still remaining in this over. 6 runs have come off of it. That one trying to go for a big shot, doesn't get the elevation, and so a dot to finish off there. After the first over, Virginia Warriors 6 for no loss. Now, that one was in the air for some time. It's going to be Abdul, the new bowler, into the attack. And a single to start off there. Govind's 5 off 3. Sean the one strike now. 1 from the 4 balls he's faced. This time going for that big swing. Missing it though. Abdul angling the ball away. He's bowling across the right-handed batsman there from the angle he's coming in at. Bowling around the wicket. This time a big hit, and it's gonna go a long way over. Sean Matthews on that occasion gets a massive 6. Saw it in his arc, and that one goes a long, long way back. Left arm over the wicket, Abdul actually, but nonetheless angling it away on that occasion, doesn't get it right. Has to pay the price. This one just guides it down for the single. There's a man there, third man point, and he got it just in between them. Just squeeze out the single, and that'll get Govind on strike. That's just defended there. So 8 runs off the first 5 deliveries. And that's just right off covers there for the single. So 9 runs there coming from the second over, and after 2, Virginia Warriors are 15 for no loss. And that'll just be the single there to mid-off. So these two rotating strike well. We saw the one delivery which went over the boundary off the bat of Sean. Will now be on strike. And they'll get another single. Yeah, long on there in place. So no one there inside the 30-yard circle. So a single very much on as the bowler was chasing after that one. It's Wahab's side continuing his second. The power play is a spinner. And he's been bowling well. 8 runs in 1.3 overs from him. This time he's found the gap there. Govind and man there long off will cut it off. The batsman will come back with the second. And that was just right of extra covers there. It was in the air for quite a while. There's a couple of shouts to catch it as well. This time once again, same shot. And they want the second. And they'll get it in the end as well. So same shot, same result from Govind there. The drive of sorts through extra cover, just wide of extra cover. And that's prompted some changes in the field. Mid-off in place, a wide-ish mid-off. Yeah, because he was going to try and play that shot again. So once again, we saw this in the first innings, we're seeing it again now. Some cat and mouse being played in the field. And that'll be at the end of the third over. Virginia Warriors 21 for no loss. That's a big hit. It's gone up in the air and it'll go the distance as well. Umpire raises both his arms because that'll be 6 runs. Off the batter, Sean once again. We saw 6 from him a couple of overs ago. That was over deep mid-wicket. This time straight back over the bowler's head. So Abdul not starting this over off too well. Now what's he got? Coming back from that 6. And he goes again to Sean. Misses that one. He'll scamper across for a single. A bye called there by the umpire. So now against Govind. And Govind, he came charging down the track there. He wanted the tap and run. Sean sends him back. And rightly so, that was some good fielding there. Running in quickly, getting to that ball. 4 fielders right there inside the 30-yard circle on the offside. This time he goes big. Govind, has he got the distance? No, he has not. There's the wicket. The first one falls. And it's Govind who has to go, trying to clear that long on boundary. But he's found that man in the deep. So Virginia Warriors, they lose their first wicket in the 4th over. Abdul had been hit for a couple of 6s in his 2 overs. But he's come back well there with the wicket, getting the early breakthrough. So 28 for 1 now in 3.4 overs. Lost that wicket. With the 2 batsmen crossing, it will be Sean who remains on strike. Facing Abdul, who's just gotten a wicket. This time, a good delivery there. Not able to connect on it. Umair, the new batsman. He'll be at the non-striker's end. This time going for the big hit. Fails to connect though. So once again, that angle we can see across the batsman. And after 4 overs, Virginia Warriors 28 for 1. Still another 123 they need of 16 overs. This time, trying to drive it through there on the offside. Doesn't connect though. It's Umair, the new batsman. And Wahab Syed continuing his third. This time, down the leg side. And called a wide there by the umpire. Or a no ball, actually, the umpire scolded. Not a wide. I did seem he got some bat on it. The umpire called it a no ball. So a free hit now. Free hit ball. And the ball hits the stumps. It won't matter. Because it was the free hit. So he tried to go for the big shot. Gave it his everything there. Did Omer. But didn't connect. Wahab side, he's been bowling well, getting his third over as a spinner in the power play. That's something you don't get to see too often. And that's going to be overthrows. Single taken there. We saw a couple of overthrows in the first innings. Now in this one as well, fielding has been a bit sloppy from both the sides. That one just defended right back from Sean. This time it's it down the ground to long on. Will just be the single. So it's been a good over till now. Just the 3 runs coming from it for Wahab side and the Comets. Final ball, and it'll just be defended. So the end of a very good over. After 5, Virginia Warriors are 31 for 1. So now a couple of changes in the field. Still inside the power play, mid on, mid off, inside the circle, and you've got a third man, a deep third man, and a deep backward point. There's no longer going to be a spinner. It's going to be Muhammad coming into the attack. Mohammad Barrows. The first bowling change of the innings. And with the fast bowler, with more of those chances of flicks, they've got the fielders out in the deep. That deep backward point moving more towards the deep point-ish position. You've still got the deep third man. That one called a wide there by the umpire, swinging away from the batsman. And that one just did a bit too much. Line and length, it's going to be those back of a length, good length deliveries outside off. That's what the field set for this time. That's gone up in the air. And it's gonna go all the way, is it? Yes, it is. 6 runs off the batter, Sean. This time on the off stump, that one came back in. And he hit it right back over extra cover. No one there out in the deep. And that ball wouldn't have mattered either way, even if there was a fielder, because that one went all the way for 6. Last over of the power play, last over of the field restrictions. Sean looking to make full use of that. This time, oh, it's beat the fielder. A diving fielder at covers, running away to the boundary, and that'll be 4 runs. So a 6 and a 4 now, 10 runs. With the wide, 11 runs already off the first 2 deliveries. And this over has not started well for the Comets. Sean Matthews cashing in now. Last over of the power play. Moves to 26 from 16 balls. Some changes in the field now. Extra cover sent back. Third man brought in with those couple of shots. And that'll be wide. Yeah, called by the umpire. So now 12 runs off the first two deliveries. The deep point has also moved a bit wider, so now I've got more of a deep covers and then a deep extra covers as well. Two areas where Sean was hitting the ball. This time doesn't get the connection he wanted. The man in the deep will cut it off. So just a single taken, but they've gotten the runs in this over. 13 runs already off the first three deliveries. And it's been a really good over for the Virginia Warriors side. Now Omer on strike. A swing and a miss there outside off. Trying to connect. I think he might have been in two minds. Did he want to go down the ground or pull it away on the leg side there? This time on the stumps there. That's much better bowling. 2 dots now from Mohamed Barrows after his first 3 deliveries. Went for 13 runs. And now you can see some changes in the field as well. Third man's been pushed back to deep third man with Omer on strike. And that man there, extra covers, deep extra covers brought in. Now to inside the 30-yard circle at extra cover. This time gets an inside edge on it and that'll run away to the boundary for 4 runs. So there's the boundary. And that'll be called a boundary by the umpire. So 17 runs coming up Mohamed Barrows' first over. And after 6 at the end of the power play, Virginia Warriors going at 8 and over. 48 for 1 they've gotten to. They require another 103 runs from 14 overs. Now Wahab side getting his 4th. 4 in a row for him here. 3 in the power play. And now the 7th over. 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th. And he's bowled really well. Hasn't gotten a wicket, but he's only conceded the 15 in his 3 overs. This time a single taken. And the overthrow. So they'll come across further. They want the 3rd as well now. He got the 2nd because of the overthrow, and they've got the 3rd as well. So that's very good running and match awareness from these two, Omer and Sean. Now, having a look at the field, it has spread. No one inside the 30-yard circle on the leg side. There was a keeper chasing after that one. And on the offside, they've got a 3rd man inside the 30-yard circle. A deep cover pointish position. That man there between deep covers and deep point. They've got a deep extra cover. They've got a long off. And now just a couple of drinks as the captains have a discussion with the umpire. Continuing on with the field, there's those 4 on the offside, 3 at the boundary, and then you've got a long on as well. So the field has spread right after the power play. And yeah, just a chat there. Maybe concerning the field, maybe concerning that boundary in the last over. So Wahab Saeed's first ball of his final over goes for 3 runs. And now we can see that field inside the 30-yard circle on the offside. You've got a third man, a point, and an extra cover. So that man at deep extra covers moves in. And that'll just be played out to the man in the that deep covers fielder for the single. 7.23 and over. 7.24 now is the required run rate. And so really not much pressure. Singles and twos is all they need. There's no need for that risky shot. This time beats the man there at short mid wicket. Is the man there at long on though. This time through the covers region. And that's going to run away to the boundary. So 4 runs there. Signalled by the umpire. Very well played. They're on the offside. Driven just wide of extra covers. There was a man there at long off. He was also not able to cut it off. And that's just going to be defended there for the single. There's no one short on the offside. So it was the bowler chasing after that one. 10 runs coming off the first 5 deliveries of this over. 1 ball remaining now. Final ball. And the single taken. Oh, a misfield. A misfield. They want the second. No, they won't get it.
Hi Jay, how are you?
Good. That'll be the end of the 7th over. Virginia Warriors 59 for 1.
The view is good from here, right? Yeah. Alright, you can continue.
And now Abdul Basit into the attack. Bowling to Sean, who's done well. 32 off 21. And then Umair at the other end, a run ball 11. This time goes down the
Great shot.
ground. And wide of long off there, so he'll get the single. In the end, cutting it off. So the single taken, and that'll bring Umair back on strike. The run rate has been looking good. 60 for 1 in 7.5 overs. 7.18 the required rate here for the Virginia Warriors. So they're going on par. Just the 1 wicket they've lost. This time a bit short. It's the man at mid-wicket. Chance of a run out. Oh, direct hit could have been close, but they'll get the single in the end. So Abdul Basit, the 2 runs he's conceded from the first 3 deliveries. And a good over till now. This time a swing and a miss there. Appeal. No, not out. That was a big appeal. Personally, I didn't hear anything there. I think they were thinking about an edge, a faint edge. But no, not to be. Nonetheless, it's been a good over. 2 runs from 4 balls now. Last 2 balls remaining from Abdul Basit's first. It's really slowed the Virginia Warriors' run rate down. They're still going at a good rate, but their momentum just slowed down a bit in this over. And that'll just be the dot ball. So 1 ball still remaining in this over, just the 2 runs from it till now. And it'll be Sean to face Abdul Basit. It's been an extremely good over from him. Can he finish it off well? And this time a short ball coming in a bit. And that'll be the end of the over. Just the 2 runs coming from the 8th, and after 8, Virginia Warriors 61 for 1. Right, it'll be Mohammad Behrouz continuing. Just tucked away that one, and the single is taken. 17 runs off his first. Umair a run a ball, 13 from him. But it'll be Sean Mathis on strike. 33 from 29. Opening the batting, still going steady there. He's hit some fine shots. This time that's gone up in the air. Cries a catch it long on. And oh, he's put it down. He has put it down. That went a long way up in the air. Run out at both ends. No. He'll come back for the second. A lot happened on that delivery.
Good shot, Sean. Play long, Sean. Sean, play long. Play long, buddy.
Sean there trying to clear the boundary once again. He's already done that twice, I believe. 260s he's got under his belt. Trying to go once again.
Look for the gaps, Sean. Look for the gaps.
This time, almost got out there to long on. But they'll take the 2. So, Sean keeping strike there. This time, a slower delivery there, just guided through.
Great running, boys.
And the single taken. That one's gone up in the air. Chance of a catch. And it's taken this time. It's Umair Khan who'll have to go. The second wicket down now for the Virginia Warriors. Mohammad Barrows, he strikes. He's been expensive today, but he's gotten the wicket. And the Virginia Warriors now 65 for 2 in 8.4 overs. Created an opportunity earlier in the over. His teammate at long on couldn't hold on this occasion, though extra covers. Takes the catch. So 65 for 2, 8.4 overs, 8 wickets still remaining. And another 86 runs they need to get in 11.2 overs. So the run rate still very much under control, just over 7.5. But it is creeping up slowly and steadily. Especially after the last over, which was a really good one. Now since the two batsmen did cross, it'll be Sean on strike. And that one down the leg side. He'll come through for the single. A wide called by the umpire as well, so getting 2 runs off that ball. And the extra delivery. Now the new batsman Aditya Bhadarwaj joining Sean Mathis. Another under 19 players. Now 2 under 19 players for the Virginia Warriors out in the middle. We saw Govind a bit earlier. This time a swing and a miss there outside the off stump. Both these players, they've played quite a bit of cricket here in the DMV area, the DC metro area, and leagues and tournaments. And now building their way up through the ranks. A dot ball there. So Barrows, a much better over for him. Just the 6 runs coming from it and the wicket. And after 9 overs, Virginia Warriors 67 for 2. Still another 84 they need from the last 11. Running in now, this time a bit short. Just guides it through. And overthrows, they'll get another. There was the man there at long on, the only player backing up. And so another overthrow taken. We've seen quite the runs off overthrows today. And there the batsman getting another. This time upper edge, or falls short. Did get some bat on it. Did Sean. Been a bit lucky, you could say. A drop chance at long on. This one just falling short of the wicketkeeper. Seems to be his day today. And he's been playing well. 38 from 29 deliveries. A couple of 6s for him. And some good hits overall. This time a swing and a miss there. Shorter angling in to the batsman. This time guides it through. Backward point will cut it off. Coming around, there is that man there, a deep third man. 4 shots just like that. Those touches, flicks going out to the man in the deep, which we've seen quite a lot of times against pace bowling. And that's really the plan from the Comets. Bit short, back of the length, outside the off stump. This time a bit of an edge on it. That was in the air for quite a while. And Abdul Basit, this has been a good over from him. Just the 3 runs from it till now. 1 ball remaining. And that's driven to extra covers. Chance of a run out. Oh, direct hit could have been very close there. But that'll be the end of the 10th over. And after 10, Virginia Warriors 71 for 2. Off the back 10, they require another 80 runs to win with 8 wickets in hand. So now just a few discussions, a few changes in the field. The final 10 overs of the second of 7 games between the Virginia Warriors and the Comets Cricket Club. It'll be Ahsan coming into the attack now for his first over today. Bowling to Aditya Bhadrawaj, the man on strike. This time just chipped on the bounce to the fielder. And they'll take another overthrow. The second time we've seen that now, an overthrow, because the man is too deep. That's long on in place. And so the batsman getting across for that extra run. And that'll be a dot ball there on the stumps. So that required rate, it's creeped up over 8 now. Still very much under control for the Virginia Warriors. They've got 8 wickets in hand as well. This time just trying to sweep it as well. Misses the keeper. And eventually stopped there. So just the 2 runs taken. Off the bat that was. Bhadrawaj. A bit innovative with the sweep, you could say. Not the conventional sweep. This time misses it there outside off. And that's gonna just be guided down there. We've seen quite a few deliveries to that backward point, third manish area. Mostly off the pace bowlers. This time to the spinner though. And with that single, it'll be Sean Mathis to face the final delivery. Just the 5 runs have come off the first 5 deliveries of this over, so it's been a good one till now. Hassan, can he finish it off well? This time, that one's up in the air. Has he found the gap? No. We're going to come back for the second, and they'll get it quite comfortably in the end. That's well ran. And after 11 overs, Virginia Warriors 78 for 2 now. Another 73 they need in the last 9 overs. So with the 2 of the last delivery of the previous over, it'll be Bhadrawaj on strike. And that's wide. That man there at short covers isn't able to cut it off, but they'll still just get the single. It's Abdul Basit. 2 overs for 6. Hasn't got no wicket, but he's bowled really well. Very economical here. And with the run rate just slowing down a bit, not a bad time for him to be bowling. This time it down the ground. Bowler isn't able to cut it off, and they'll take the single. Well stopped. That was by the keeper. Quite a wide throw. Now to Bhadrawaj. This time tries to pull it away. Isn't able to get bat on it though. So 2 runs off the first 3 deliveries of this over. And that'll also just be the single. Having a look at the field, you've still got that deep third man, deep covers, a long off, long on. The fielders there out in the deep outside the 30-yard circle. And just the one man on the leg side inside the 30-yard circle. This time he's found the gap, but the man in the deep as well. So 1 ball left in this over. Now it's just gone for the 4 runs, so it's been a really good one. And they'll take a single to finish it off. So just the 5 runs coming from that 12th over, and after 12, Virginia Warriors are 83 for 2. Another 68 runs they required from the final 8 overs. And that run rate now, 8.5, that required run rate. That'll just be to the man their extra covers. They'll take the single. The running's been good from these Virginia Warriors batsmen. Getting those quick singles, even if the ball is going straight to the field, they're still going to be in search of those runs. So that intent we're seeing from the Virginia Warriors. Just works that one away for a single as well. No one inside the 30-yard circle on the leg side. So the bowler having to chase after that one. It is Ehsan continuing. First over went for 7. Now 2 singles off the first 2 deliveries. This time uphill. And he's going. So there's the wicket. The third one down now for the Virginia Warriors. And that's a much needed wicket there. It's Aditya Bhadarwaj who has to go. And the Comets, they are well and truly still in this game. A partnership was building between these two, but it has been broken now. An edge to the keeper, a good take, and the wicket has fallen. So the last few overs, both the batsmen hadn't been able to find the boundary. There were a few dot balls as well. Some pressure was building with the required rate, and it's led to the wicket. Now the new batsman, Manish, who has come to the crease, joining Sean. And to the left-hander now, Ehsan. He'll come right arm around the wicket. And a dot to start off there. So with the wicket, we could already see the run rate there dipping. The current run rate for the Virginia Warriors, and with that wicket, it could well dip even more, because we've seen that quite a few times when wicket falls. The run rate also suffers there. Chance of a run out. And no, he's missed it. How has he missed that one? That should have been gone there. Somehow, Comets, they've managed to mess that one up. Both the batsmen at the same end. The ball was in the fielder's hand, and they couldn't get the run out there. So Sean survives. Both the set batsmen gone in just the space of a couple of deliveries. That one's gone up in the air, and it's gone over. So that'll be 6 runs. Manish off the mark in style with a 6 over cow corner. That'll also end off Ehsan's over. And after 13, Virginia Warriors 91 for 3. Another 60 needed in 7 overs. Now Mohammad Barrows into the attack. This time, oh, there was an edge on that one. Put down by the keeper. Was diving to his right. Got a hand to it, but not able to hold on in the end. Single taken, and once again, Sean survives. It's really been his day today. 45 from 36. 1 hit away from his 50. But right now it'll be Manish on strike because they did take the single there. A right-left combination. The adjustments have to be made. This time uphill. Not out, says the umpire. Seem to be missing the stumps. A batsman, they want a no ball. For height. Won't get it though. This time that's gone up in the air. And the batsman will come across for the single. That'll bring Sean back on strike. 45 he's on. Changes in the field once again. That right-left combination. The bowler also has to adjust his lines. So now Barrows coming in. This time, no, they won't take the run. Sean was keen to take it there. Manish not as much. And that one's gone straight down the ground. Man, there long off. Will manage to cut it off, will he? Yeah, he does. That's very well done out in the deep. Keeps it down to just the single. Sean moves to 46. And it'll be Manish on strike now. This time uphill, LBW, a big one. No, not out, says the umpire. This time the batsman won't get any for the overthrow either. But they'll get Sean back on strike. 46 from 38 he's got. it appears that Manish will be on strike. Yeah, the change in over is there. Was the end of Mohammad Barros' over. And so now Manish on to strike. Flight it up, full toss. It's been pulled away, man out in the deep, will cut it off. And the batsmen, they want the second. They'll get it quite comfortably in the end. Well run there. Shoaib side, the new bowler. Not getting his flight right, not getting the length on that occasion. Flighted it a bit too much. This time once again going for the big hit. Doesn't connect on it though. That one's gone up in the air. And it's gonna go over the fielder. Is the man out in the deep? So the single is taken. That'll bring Sean on strike. 46 from 38 he's on. 1 hit from 50. Here we go now. Sean on 46. Goes for the big hit. And he's gonna clear the boundary. So he gets to his 50 in style, does John Mathis. With the 6 into his team dugout. 52 from 39 deliveries. It's been an excellent innings from him. And a very memorable one. With that, he also brings up the 100 for the Virginia Warriors. This time, is that an edge? No. Now he's gonna walk off. He's going to walk off there right after his 50. Yeah, did hear a bit of a sound on that one. Got the edge this time, trying to go for the big shot again. That required trade, it is climbing. Gone to over 9 runs in over now. This one, they've gotten 9 from it. 9.1 the required rate, but they've gotten 9 and the wicket. 1 ball still remaining. And it's Balpreet, the new batsman who's come out to bat. This time he's got a hold of that one as a man out in the deep. And it's gone over the boundary, so that'll be 6 runs. Balpreet, first ball, he's gotten a 6. And that'll end off the 15th over Virginia Warriors, 110 for 4. Last 5 overs now, 41 runs needed, 6 wickets in hand. Required rates 8.2. We are in for an exciting finish here. So Mohammad Barrows, 1 for 26 in his first 3. He's now going to bowl out. Bowling to Manish here. This time down the leg side. Yeah, called wide by the umpire. This time trying to go for the big hit, doesn't get it off the bat though. And the single taken, they won't get the overthrow. Still that right-left combination, so the adjustments, the changes having to be made in the field, in the line of the bowler as well. This time it down the ground to long on will just be the single. And some more changes in the field now. Barrows, a clear plan from him to bowl on the stumps. That's the reason he's got a long on and a deep mid wicket, and that man there, third man, is inside the 30-yard circle. This time going for the scoop. Doesn't get bat on it though. There was no one there. From the man at deep mid wicket all the way to the wicket keeper, there's no one in that quadrant. So saw the temptation, did Manish. Doesn't connect on it. Wouldn't be surprised if we see that again with this field set. This time uphill. Oh, not out, says the umpire. This time flicks it away off the pads. It's gonna be the keeper chasing after it. And the batsman's down there. That one may just have hit him on the foot. Just hobbling around a bit there. We'll have to keep that. We'll have to check that out, as that one's going to run away to the boundary for 4. So a boundary there now to end off the over. And after 16, Virginia Warriors 118 for 4. 33 needed now from 4 overs, 6 wickets in hand. You'd want to back the batting side in this game now. So now 4 overs, 33 runs. It's going to be Manish on strike. We'll see how he goes with what seems to be that ball which hit him on the foot. Seems to be okay now. Balpreet at the non-striker's end. He's gotten to 11 from 3. And Manish on strike, 10 from 13. That one's gone up in the air. Long on underneath it. And the catch is taken. That is an excellent catch out in the deep. That one went a long way up in the air. And under lights, it's always tough to take the catch. But he holds on there. Ehsan getting a wicket, his second. And Manish, he's gone. Trying to clear the boundary. Certainly got the elevation. That one went like a mile up in the air, but didn't get the distance. So now half the side for the Virginia Warriors back in the pavilion. This game very much on here. 33 needed from 3.5. Gurvin joining Balpreet Singh. Now that fielder from deep covers has been brought in, creating that extra pressure on the offside. Gurvin on strike. That one's gone up in the air. Fielder chance. And the catch is taken. Another wicket falls. It's 2-2 and Ehsan is on a hat-trick. Oh, Virginia Warriors, they had this game. Now, 2 wickets and 2 balls. Balpreet watching all of this unfold from the non-striker's end. Ehsan on a hat-trick. Oh, this time outside of a swing and a miss there. An excellent delivery. It was Balpreet actually who got out. Now Gurvin on strike. As the batsman did cross. Coming in, Shiv Nair at number 8. At the non-striker's end. This time the single taken. Now another left-handed batsman. Comets, they've had to adjust quite a bit today because of that right-left combination with which Virginia Warriors have been employing quite a bit. Now Shiv on strike. Another under-19 player. Plays at the youth level here. Top order batsman usually. Today coming in at number 8. That one's gone up in the air. And the catch is taken. So he's gone now. Ehsan's got his 4th. And Virginia Warriors, they've lost 3 in this 1 over. They have lost 3 wickets in 1 over. Absolutely game-changing here from Ehsan. It'll be Gurveer on strike. Gautam at the non-striker's end. And this time it down the ground. And there'll just be the single there. So Gurveer retaining strike for the next over after 17. Virginia Warriors 120 for 7. That over. 3 wickets and just the 2 runs off the 17th over. Ehsan, take a bow. Now final 3 overs, 31 required, 10.33 and over, 3 wickets in hand. That last over, absolutely game changing there. Now 10.33 needed and over. So that required rate just over 10. And really all that means is you get 1 boundary, and off the rest of the deliveries you get singles and 2s, and you'll work your way there in the end. You'll get those 10-11 runs off the over. So Virginia Warriors, they've got only 3 wickets remaining, but they don't need a lot of those risky shots. The goal should just be to get singles and 2s and that 1 boundary they need per over. This time trying the scoop. Bowler adjusts his line as well. And so just the single taken. So now 30 runs needed from 17 deliveries. This time, hit to extra covers there, the single taken. Now some changes in the field. This time short, outside off, trying to cut it away, doesn't get bat on it though. Abdul Basit, the bowler, 2 runs from the first 3 deliveries. He's been bowling well today. Just the 13 runs in 3.5 overs. This time, oh, keeper misses it. There was an edge there. And they want the second chance of a run out. Oh, has he got it? Has he got it? No. Square leg umpire saying not out. So they come back for the second. That's very well run. This time it's down the ground. These 2 batsmen not getting that elevation. Not getting it off the middle of the bat either. It's been a good over. 5 runs from it till now. 1 ball remaining. Can he finish it off well? This time he goes inside out. It's gonna go over the infield. Running away, won't get there. So now 24 needed from the last 2 overs. 12 and over, 3 wickets in hand. It'll be Gurveer on strike. Two overs remaining, some changes in the field. Field changes continuing. Switching fielders around, making sure the perfect fielders in the perfect position are the Comets. Yeah, now they've sent short fine leg to deep mid wicket, and they've taken a man from the offside from covers and sent him to short fine leg. This time that one's gone up in the air, man in the deep, and the catch is taken. There's the wicket, another one falls. 8 down now, the Virginia Warriors. And that'll also be the 5-wicket haul for Ehsan. 5 for 17 and 3.1. Excellent bowling from him today. His last over changed the game. And this time, he gets a wicket off the first delivery of his last. Here's the second one. That one's gone up in the air. Man out in the deep. And the catch is taken there. Another one goes. Oh, 6-wicket haul for him now. 9 down. Oh, the Virginia Warriors. Still another 24 needed. 10 deliveries remaining. But Ehsan, he's on a hat-trick once again. Saw it in his last over. And now we're seeing it again. The final wicket now. It's the final wicket, and Ehsan on a hat-trick. Now on a hat-trick, Hassan. Here we go. That's just hit the man out in the deep. Will just be the single, so he doesn't get the hat-trick once again. Nonetheless, excellent bowling from him. 6 for 18 in 3.5 overs. Absolutely brilliant there. This time fishing for it outside off, doesn't connect. 23 needed from 8 deliveries. This time keeps it there outside off, just inside the right line there. I know, now it's been called a wide. A late call by the umpire. That one hit straight down the ground, just over Hassan's outstretched hand. Now, 1 ball remaining. One ball left in Hassan's over. This time a swing and a miss there. So that'll be the end of the 19th. Hassan, he's done really well today. Take a bow, 6 for 20 in 4 overs. And after 19, Virginia Warriors 130 for 9 off the final over. They'll need 21 runs to win. And they've just got the 1 wicket remaining, number 10 and 11 at the crease. It'll be Abdul here to bowl the final over. First ball a bit shorter, just pulled away. And the single taken. This time the tap and run. Single taken, singles won't hurt the Comets. 19 needed from 4 deliveries. So now a couple of these deliveries have got to sail over the boundary. It's gonna be him on strike. This time tries to go for the big hit. And just the single. So 18 now needed from 3 balls. 3 sixes is what the Virginia Warriors need. Comets, they won't mind anything else. This time it's straight down the ground. That's running away to the boundary now. The long on fielder will stop it. And so just the single coming off from that one. 4 singles taken till now. And now all Abdul has to do, 2 legal deliveries and Comets are through. Single taken there. So 5 singles we've seen in this over now. Here we go, the final ball. This time it down the ground. And it'll just be the single.